Everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're all doing well. Got the mind in the right place. If not, let's put it in the right place on this awesome Friday morning. So I'm going to share with you guys just something that just kind of gets me fired up here. It's the video I've been listening to like for the last couple weeks now. It's just how I start my my day, my routine. Sometimes I just gravitate towards certain videos, and I'll like it so much that I'll just play it over and over and just until it's just whatever. But it's a compilation, obviously, of a couple different things. It's Jocko, David Goggins, and Ed Milet. But in this video, 2021 Go Hard Mindset, let me see, it's about 8 minutes in. David Goggins talks about when we try things, when we do things, we're not good at it in the beginning. You're trying something new, and you just suck. No one just really starts off really good at something. It takes time, it takes development, it takes a process. You got to go through the struggles, the ups and downs, and it's that test mentally more than physically of where you feel kind of like, maybe I should go do something else, And what he's talking about is like you get into a routine of that. Like when you try something new and you're trying to get after something, whether it's a workout routine, you're trying to get healthier, eat better, something like jiu-jitsu, as hard as jiu-jitsu is, and you just don't feel like you're gaining any ground in it, the first jerk reaction is to like, all right, cool, I tried it, I'm gonna go do something else. And in this video, he talks about, and he swears a lot, obviously, but I'm not going to in my videos. But he's like, man, F that. Like, I'm gonna make myself good enough. Like, I'm not good enough now, but I'm gonna make myself good enough. And when he said that, it just resonated with me because I feel like that in so many different areas of my life, throughout my life, like wrestling, boxing, jiu-jitsu, opening a business, whatever the case may be. It's just one of those things where it's just always been like that. Like, okay, yeah, I'm not there yet, but the mindset is like, I'm gonna get there, and jiu-jitsu is just one of those things, where it's because I deal with so many people, jiu-jitsu will beat up your self-esteem for sure. Like without a doubt, like you could be the best athlete in some other sport, super smart, get all A's, have like a few degrees, and you just get school or whatever, and things just come naturally to you, and then you try jiu-jitsu, and you're like, wait a minute, this isn't coming to me as easy as the other things in life is. And the first jerk reaction that I get from students is they want to check out, they want to go try something out, or they get a little injury, a tweak or pull, and the first thing to do is to just doubt yourself, low self-esteem, and maybe I'm not cut out for this, and you are. It's just the mindset is just not there where it should be. Like this, like I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make myself good enough. Like I'm going to get there. And over time, I think I've seen probably the most talented, gifted individuals quit before some of the ones that didn't get it, or that don't get it or pick it up that easy. I've had some of the students over time that really struggled. And jiu-jitsu just was really hard for them, or is still. They've stuck it out the longest, and they become some of my best students. And they become and transform into these different individuals, a more mentally tougher, hardened individual, where some of the ones that got it, naturally gifted, talented, picked it up real easy, they're a lot weaker, they break, they fold, when things get tough, and then they go do something else. So having that mindset of I'm gonna make myself good enough is just something that I think everyone should have written down somewhere in your notes on your phone. It could be a wallpaper or whatever, like, because it's gonna be tough. It's whatever it is. You're gonna have some hardships and some things that aren't gonna go right, and it's just gonna be that mindset like I'm gonna make myself good enough. I'm gonna figure this thing out, I wanted, like, I'll go back to my jiu-jitsu career, like competing wise. I've talked about it before. I wanted to be, one of the best at what we do, in this sport, in this martial art. And a long time ago, I was like that, like, I want these titles. I want to make a name for myself. In order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to go out there and compete and travel the world and go and fight some of the best, competitors out there around the globe, to go and put myself in a position to leave a mark like that. And it's a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of times where you come back off of a plane, traveling overseas, and it didn't go your way, and it's like right back to work, where you doubt yourself. You have these things like, man, why am I putting myself through this process, through this pain? All I gotta go do is just go do something else, or maybe not even compete anymore, and then all the pain goes away. But the mindset of, I'm gonna make myself good enough, is what's always kept me going. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I'll figure this thing out. I just gotta get back to work, ask more questions, do more training, do like whatever it is I gotta do. I'm just gonna do it, and then that's what I did. So over time, I've gotten better with, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make myself good enough. So I think jiu-jitsu has helped me out a lot with that, because jiu-jitsu will put you in a position on a daily basis of mental and physical struggle. It will test you like nothing else. And if you don't have the right teammates and the right coach around you to make sure that you're staying on course, on the path, to making sure that you're getting back in there like when you're supposed to, versus, oh yeah, take it easy. Yeah, take some rounds off, or don't compete anymore. Don't know really what it is that you're going through. They really can't help you, and you'll probably end up quitting and going to do something else. So I take pride in the fact that I've been through just about every situation there is to be in, far as like competing and cutting weight and mental struggles and doubts and self-esteem. Like I don't know if I'm cut out to do this, and then all of a sudden you just have that mental shift of like, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make myself good enough, and then all the other stuff just goes away, and it's right back to work, because you're gonna have those things, and whatever it is that you're doing or trying to achieve. If the goal is big enough, which it should be, you hear this all the time. Like you're gonna struggle, and if you're not struggling and you're not having a hard time, and it's kind of easy for you, then you're probably not in the right place, or your goal isn't big enough, or you're really not trying to chase anything, and you're just not really going to leave a mark in life. So you're going to make yourself good enough. I'm going to make myself good enough is the attitude that you should have, that we all should have, because it's something that you're just going to have to deal with all the time. So this video, again, 2021 Go Hard Mindset with David Goggins, Jocko, and Ed Milet, is just straight fire. Like the beginning of the video that I shared it the other day, he asked you why. Like, why don't you want to be better? Why don't you want to be more successful? Why don't you want to, I shared that the other day, and then today it's I'm going to make myself good enough. Like he just talks about like, hey, we're just used to just doing other things when things get tough. And I see that so many times in jiu-jitsu. I've been teaching for over 13 years. I have so many students that just, it gets a little tough for them. It gets hard, and then they either that, or they'll go somewhere where it's the big fish in the small pond syndrome. Like they can be better in a place where it's just not as good, and it'll make them feel better, and it'll fill their ego, versus staying where they're at, where it's tougher. They won't do that because it's hard. It's hard every time they come in, and it's supposed to be that way. I had someone make a comment recently in a message to me, like, sometimes it's hard in that room, and they're talking about our room, the mat area. And I'm like, sometimes, man, if it's only sometimes, then I'm not really doing my job like I'm supposed to. I mean, it's supposed to be hard all the time. Like I said, if you really want to have fun, you go to Chuck E. Cheese and play. You want to go have fun, you go to the bouncy house. Or you want to have fun, you want to go and, I don't know, you play some other game that's really meant to be fun. Jiu-Jitsu is fun, But the fun is in the hunt. The hunt is in the fun is being chased by your teammate. The fun is, chasing your teammate around and trying to implement the game, the strategy that you have in your mind on them and imposing your will and then submitting them. That is the fun, where some people think it's just they want to just come in and socialize and hang out, and that's the fun. But that's not it. We can't get good that way. We cannot get good that way. So make yourself good enough. Okay, make yourself good enough. Going into the weekend, whatever it is that you're struggling with and whatever it is that you're going through, you'll get there. Make it happen. It's just the attitude. It's the mindset. Make yourself good enough. All right, guys, got to get back to chores, sweeping, mopping, and all that good stuff, cleaning toilets. Then we got to get up to the school. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you. Have a good weekend.